Rimsky presents Aunt Dimity and the Buried Treasure by Nancy Atherton. Narrated by Christina Moore. For Gillian Weavers, whose friendship I treasure. Chapter 1. It was a warm and sunny day in late October. My husband was at work, my sons were at school, and my daughter was teething. Thankfully, Bess had made it clear that she'd outgrown her original source of nourishment, so her new teeth didn't pose a hazard to my health. They didn't bother her much, either. While other infants ran fevers and fussed as each new tooth erupted, Bess seemed content merely to chew and dribble copiously on any object that came within her reach. Those objects included, but were not limited to, plastic dinosaurs, cricket bats, Wellington boots, table legs, and a dog's ears. The dog in question was a gentle old basset hound who'd tolerated Bess's attentions until I'd become aware of his plight and rescued him. I'd rescued the dinosaurs, cricket bats, and Wellington boots as well, but not before Bess had coated them liberally with drool. Bess's teething adventures had taught my 9-year-old twins, Will and Rob, the inestimable virtue of tidiness. Toys left lying on the floor or scattered on the coffee table were fair game for Bess, who would, despite my best attempts to preempt her, invariably leave her mark on them, a mark that was always damp and occasionally indented. Though my husband, Bill, had christened our daughter Jaws after he'd found her gnawing on the handle of his leather briefcase, Will and Rob were as tolerant of her incursions as the old basset hound had been. They'd never seen a child grow her own teeth before, and they thought it a very clever thing to do. And Bess was very clever. To keep my sons' morale from dipping, I refrained from telling them that their almost 8-month-old sister was sailing through her developmental milestones with a rapidity that made their early accomplishments seem infantile. Bess had rolled over, sat up, scooted, crawled, and demanded solid food much earlier than the twins had. And as incredible as it might seem, I was willing to swear that she was on the verge of producing intelligible speech. Bill disputed this last claim, declaring that the standard definition of intelligible did not include words like gug, pa, and waba. But he couldn't deny that by every other measurement, our girl was ahead of the curve. We hadn't done anything special to push Bess along. We hadn't played Mozart to her before she was born, or showered her with toys guaranteed to increase her IQ.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?